Yo! What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Moody, your coach of the Westchester Weavers, and today we have our JBA Season 6 Week 1 matchup against the Vancouver Kyogres, coached by Tom Core. And Tom, he has a super scary team of Bronzong, Landorus Therian, Gramble, Mega Houndoom, Melodic, and Goodra. While on my side of the field, we've got our team captain Muty, the Mew, with Soft Boiled, Ice Beam, U-Turn, and Heal Bell. Now Muty has max HP and then enough defense to turn a Landorus Earthquake into a 3-hit KO. I believe that was what it was for. 3-hit KO after leftovers, and then the rest was in special attack, and I believe it was about 56-ish or a little more into special attack, and that basically guarantees that Ice Beam will Oko Lando. As you can tell, I built this Mew specifically for Orlando, and it won't really do much to the rest of his team. Maybe an Ice Beam will hurt Goodra a little bit, but Goodra does have definitely a lot of naturally special bulk, especially if it has an Assault Vest. Won't really do much to Melodic, won't really do much to Houndoom, won't really do much to Bronzong, and probably will do very minimal to Gramble. But that's why we got U-Turn to get out of those situations. Heal Bell for team support, and Soft Boiled for just to recover off some damage. That being said, Mew is pretty bulky, so I can switch it in on certain mons like Goodra and Bronzong, and even Melodic to a degree. Can't really live with Mega Houndoom Dark Pulse, but you know, that's to be expected. Mega Houndoom's a beast, and don't really want to take a crunch from Gramble. Next, we have Def Jam. Yes, we have Def Jam, the Infernape. Oh my god, I forgot what that mon was for a second. Def Jam has U-Turn, Flare Blitz, Close Combat, and Gunk Shot. Blaze, rocking an Adamant Nature, Choice Scarf, and this is specifically to outspeed Lando. I can run Adamant on him and still have enough speed to outpace a timid Lando. So rocking that, and then a Choice Scarf to pretty much just guarantee that I'm going to outspeed everything. Looking at his team right now, I outspeed everything, so it's good to know. Flare Blitz is there for just for Bronzong. U-Turn is there for momentum. Gunk Shot is there for Gramble. And what was the last move of that? Gunk Shot, U-Turn, I believe Earthquake. Earthquake was the last move on it, but pretty much is there. Oh, Close Combat. Close Combat is just for good general stab and to take out Houndoom. Next, it's hard to see him, but he's there. Is Gashbell, the modest Helioisk. Yes, modest. I have enough speed to outspeed Lando, so I can run the extra power and hit stuff like Melodic really hard. And Gashbell has Hyper Voice, Thunderbolt, HP Ice, and I believe I want to say Focus Blast for Houndoom, or Dark Pulse for Bronzong. I don't really, or Volt Switch, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Sorry, guys. I played this game last week, and I'm blanking on this last move. But I know it has Thunderbolt, Hyper Voice, and HP Ice. HP Ice for Lando, Thunderbolt for Melodic, and Hyper Voice, really good general stab move. Then next, we have Mon that I think is the most important in this matchup in Piloswine. Piloswine is rocking a Violite and a almost max HP, and then a lot of Spadef, and I put a lot of Spadef in it so it could take on Mega Houndoom hits. I don't really have to run that much defense to combat Lando. I believe in Earthquake, even with no defense with the Violite or very minimal, this set that I'm running is almost about 30-ish, if I do recall correctly. And I can pretty much pick it off, scare it out anyway. I don't think he's going to be staying in Lando on a Piloswine, because Piloswine has Ice Shard. Piloswine also has Ice Crash, Earthquake, and Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks for just having rocks and putting pressure on his team. Ice Shard for nice priority, just in case the Lando gets out of hand. And Ice Crash for good general stab, and Earthquake for not only good general stab, but for Mega Houndoom. And then next, in week 1, we have Mega Pidgeot Dust. Yes, Dust, the Mega Pidgeot, with Hurricane, U-Turn, Roost, Heatwave. Heat Wave for Bronzong, and Hurricane for pretty much everything else. U-turn also for momentum, just in case I want to get out of there. Pretty much Mega Pidgeot, like Hurricane, I think does I think almost like 70 to like 80%, like almost like half. I think it like 60 to 80% to his whole team. So if I can get like a bunch of things weakened, then we can really clean up with Hurricane. And then plus Hurricane, no guard Hurricane is wild. It's just wild. It's just a wild move. But Heat Wave for the Bronzong and U-turn for momentum. I do have to be careful about Heat Waving Bronzong before Houndoom Mega Evolves, because then he will get the Flash Fire boost. But next, hopefully we have a good Mega Houndoom counter in Tentacruel. And Tentacruel has Scald, Knockoff, Rapid Spin, and Ice Beam. Ice Beam and it is rocking a Sugar Berry. And it was like, I think it's like a Bold, Bold max defense, or not max defense. It has enough defense to take one Earthquake or from Lando after a Sugar Berry, and then fire it back with an Ice Beam. And the rest is in special defense as well from Mega Houndoom, so I could take a Fire Blast, I think 3 Fire Blasts in the Sun, and just in case he's Sunny Doom, or a Dark Pulse as well. I could take a Dark Pulse in the Sun. Tentacruel really just here to spin away hazards, knock off, put pressure with Scald, maybe burn something, hopefully. Maybe like burn a Lando or burn a Gramble. That would be really nice. Knock off for just good support, and Rapid Spin for support as well. And Ice Beam, as I mentioned, for the Landers. So, general idea with this team is just to whittle everything down and clean up with Mega Pidgeot. One thing I do have to really be careful about is Milotic. Milotic, I think, has a pretty good matchup in this. If it's depending on its spread, of course. And I have to be cognizant of Mirror Coat, especially for Mega Pidgeot and Gash Bell. So, let's get into this matchup. I believe we just lead Mew. Oh no, we lead Infernape. We lead Infernape, and he leads off with this. And right here, I decided to go for U-turn because he could be Heat Proof, or he could be Levitate. Most likely, he's probably Levitate, but I don't want to risk that turn 1 because he could Fire Beam back with a Psychic if he really wanted to, and it will do a lot. If I do Flare Blitz, and if I Flare Blitz right here, and if he's Heat Proof and he's Psychics, I think I might be dead. So I decided to just U-turn right out into my little cruel world, and he does Psychic, and I was kind of surprised how much that did. I'm not gonna lie, that did 36. I was like, wait, what? And then I looked at the calc and I was like, does he have special attack investment? And he doesn't. That just normal damage. And I was a little surprised. I was like, oh, okay, but not like super surprised. I probably should have went into Mew there, but I just decided to go into Tentacruel, and it ended up working out. So right here, I decided to just go for the knockoff, just to try to knock this thing off, just in case it has like Light Clay or leftovers to try to beat his passive recovery. And he does have leftovers, so I just want to try to beat his passive recovery as much as possible. And so I just decided to go for this super effective knockoff. He decides to go into Goodra right here. That's fine. We knock off the Asulfis, which is great for Mega Pidgeot. For later in the game, we decide to go into Moody, and he goes for the Draco. It only does 43%, which is really nice, knowing for damage and trying to figure out what the Goodra is. So right here, I believe we just U-turn right here, because I think he's going to go into the Mega Houndoom on this play and try to catch me on like a soft-boiled, and then eventually set up Sun and maybe fuck my life up. But you just have to go into Bronzong. Fine play. We go right back into Infernape, and I'm looking at the calcs, and it's looking like I need him at like around 50-ish to take him out with a Flare Blitz. Maybe even maybe like 60s. I forget what the exact calc is, but he's still not in range of a Flare Blitz if he's Heat Proof. So we decided to just U-turn again. We get a crit, which is kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. And we just go into Beauty, and that bounces off. Right here, we decide to go for the Soft Boiled, and this is where he goes into Melodic, and he reveals that he's not Flame Orb, which is good to know. We go into Gash Bell, and he just Scalds. We absorb that with Dry Skin, and then right here, I'm thinking I kind of wanted to scout a little bit what this Melodic wanted to do. And judging by that U-turn damage, it looked like he was like almost max defense, like max defense. But he wasn't Flame Orb, which was kind of curious, but maybe he just wanted leftovers instead. Perfectly fine. We decided to just Hyper Voice right here, and it does a lot. It does like 44-ish. He recovers right there, and then from there, I'm guessing, I'm like, okay, he might have Mirror Coat. But if I had Thunderbolt right there, I think I could have taken him out with another Thunderbolt. But I wanted to get this what's it called, this Melodic into a nice clean Hurricane range. So I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna Thunderbolt. If he has Mirror Coat, I'm almost positive at this point he has Mirror Coat. That's fine. We come in with Mega Pidgeot and we just revenge this. So we Thunderbolt right here, and that's a 78%. That's a lot. That's called modest Gash Bell right there. And we get taken out by the Mirror Coat. The book is burnt. So now we decided to go. This is free into Mega Pidgeot. We get the Mega Evolve, and someone's gonna have to eat a Hurricane. So we go into Pidgeot right here, get the Mega off, and we decide to Hurricane, and we Hurricane off, and that's a 42, and another Hurricane will take this out. Crit did not matter, and we take out. Dusk gets the first kill of the season. I'm very happy that Mega Pidgeot got that, and now he has a decision to make, and he goes into this. That's fine. We decide to U-turn right now, and we go into Muty. He decides to eat the Gyro Ball. Perfectly cool, perfectly cool. We decide to just U-turn again, and we go. Who do we go into right here? We go into Cruel World. He gets up the rocks. Guess that's fine. We decide to knock off right here, and we knock off its leftovers, and he goes for the Psychic. I think. Oh, he gets the drop right here. Kind of unfortunate. We just take out the Bronzong right here. Didn't want to rely on rolls to risk the spin, and plus my team kind of cares about Rock, kind of doesn't. It's whatever. He is on Nerve, which is interesting. I figured he'd be Flash Fire, but whatever. Maybe that was a mistake on his part. He goes for the Dark Pulse and easily takes this off, especially after the special defense drop. And then we decide to put pressure on him with Golden Tea. And we decide to just Earthquake right here. And we Earthquake right here. And we get a crit, which is kind of unfortunate for him. But by that crit, I am able to tell this thing spread. And it looks like he's max HP, max defense, Intimidate, Grand Roll. So kind of want to see what he wants to go for here. A little worried that he might go for the Thunder Wave. So he decides to just go for the Play Rough, and that does nada to Muty. And then I think we just soft boiled right here. Either that or we U-turn. Yeah, we U-turn. We get a crit. Fortunate on our part. So he goes into this, and then I think we just Flare Blitz or Close Combat. No, we just U-turn. We just U-turn again on him. And we go into Mega Pidgeot. He is in range of a Hurricane, so we just decide to go right for it, and we take out Grand Bull. So Mega Pidgeot getting another kill, which is nice. And then I don't know if this thing is Scarf yet, so I would just want to go into Muty, and he goes for the Rock Polish. And right here, I'm like, okay, he is. If he's going for the Rock Polish, I'm pretty sure he's going to try to sweep me with this. It's good to know that he's not Scarf. So Mega Pidgeot, if he gets to a certain range, can take it out. So Mega Pidgeot and Piloswine together can definitely take out Lando. I'm guessing, I'm really thinking in this moment that he is Flying EMZ. I'm thinking that because I do have a Tangrowth, and if he didn't have Flying EMZ, the sweep potential could be hindered by Tangrowth. So I'm thinking of Flying EMZ, Supersonic Sky Strike. Oh my god, Supersonic Sky Strike is coming my way, and that's fine. Like Muty kind of did his job, and we could revenge this. We got a game plan. So he decides to reveal the Z power, and I'm dead because this is a Landorus we're talking about. So we decide to go right into Golden Tea, and I'm like, okay, cool. And we decide to just crash right here, and we crash it up, and it does 22%. That's fine. I was thinking about staying in and Earthquaking right here, but I was like, nah, I'm good. Partially because of Destiny Bond, and I wanted to keep Piloswine just nice and healthy. So we go for the Destiny Bond, and I'm like, ooh, he's got Destiny Bond. All right, cool. So I don't want to take this thing out right away with a close combat. So I decided to Flare Blitz it up, and it does 34%. A little bit of recoil. He decides to just Fire Blast me, and he now puts me in Blaze range, which is important, and I will explain why right now. We can take this thing out easily with another Flare Blitz, and we go right for the Blitz. And I'm content with losing Infernape right here. He decides to go into here. Now, because I'm in Blaze, this is actually, I could take it out. So we decide to just go for the Blitz right there. And Infernape, Blaze! Def Jam, Blazing. Yes, Def Jam. We go in Blazing mode, and we take out 2 months with Infernape, which is great. And then now with this, he only has Landorus left. And I don't want him getting an Intimidated drop, so I go into Dust, the Mega Pidgeot, and he cannot live a Hurricane plus an Ice Shard, because he is not Yachi, as we knew for the Flying MZ. So all I need to do is just Hurricane, and then Ice Shard, and we win the game. And he gets the Intimidate, and that's fine. We go for the Hurricane, we do 68, as expected, but he does get Confusion. It is a 30% chance, and I believe that's like the third or fourth Hurricane that it popped off. So, I mean, statistically, it was inevitable that he was going to get confused. But, I mean, statistically, let's be real, this is Pokemon. So, he gets confused, and he does not break through Confusion. That's unfortunate. It just mattered for differential, but we take the game 2-0. I felt really comfortable with that game. I really just like the geometry of my team. I'm not super good week 1 player. I will admit that. It takes me a while to get adjusted to this team, but I really just like how I played with this team. I really like the momentum heaviness that I was doing, and I was just U-turning him to death for a while. And I felt really good about this game. Quit on the Grand Ball was probably the only somewhat significant thing, but I don't think he was gonna beat me. I don't think it like mattered. I mean, it would have changed the game for sure, the complexion of the game for a little bit, but I don't think he had the horses for the squad that I brought. But good game to Tom Core. We go to 1-0 in the season, and I believe we are second in the division. Mix won his game 5-0, so we won his opener 5-0, so we're in second. But it's so early, can't really complain. But that about wraps it up. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. My name is Moody, and I will see you guys later. Peace.